There's only one group of politicians anywhere in this United Kingdom who've cut the NHS in the last 5 years, and that was the Labour Party.
Longer in A&E, longer to see a GP, longer to have an operation. We've got to turn it round.
The NHS has been heading backwards under this government.
If we stick with the plan, we have the prospect of putting more money into the NHS.
The NHS is of huge strategic importance in the election campaign. And as polling day approaches, images of politicians with sleeves rolled up, walking around the wards, will not be in short supply. And as the Tories slip behind Labour in the polls, they're putting their money where they think the voters are, pledging an extra £8 billion a year for the NHS by 2020, which is exactly how much NHS England said they'd need to plug the funding gap in the 5-year reform plan they put forward last year. The Lib Dems have also promised to meet that target, while Labour have said they would pledge a £2.5 billion increase in spending a year. We haven't got much detail from the Conservatives about how they're going to find this extra £8 billion, but it is a bold commitment by them. Unsurprising, of course, given how important the NHS is in this election campaign. We're seeing all the major parties make major pledges about future funding, not just in the next Parliament, but beyond. 5 years ago, David Cameron convinced the public the NHS would be safe in Conservative hands. But Andrew Lansley's reforms changed that opinion, and now Labour hope to use those failings to turn the tables on the Tories, and it seems to be working.
I don't think there is a perfect guidance for the NHS, but the safest at the moment would be Labour Party.
Labour.
Why is that?
They have to care about the NHS. It's the area they're strongest on. If they were seen not to be looking after it, that would be suicide for them.
I think I trust the Conservatives because just in the last 5 years, I feel that they've improved things.
Ed Miliband's NHS pledge for today is the promise of 3,000 more midwives, a move welcomed by the Royal College of Midwives, whose members took industrial action for the first time in their history last year. Labour say they know where the money will come from, clamp down on tax avoidance and the mansion tax. So they, the Lib Dems and the rest will not be pushing the Conservatives hard on where exactly they're going to find £8 billion a year. Darren McCaffrey, Sky News, Westminster.